Hi, this is Anita Hales, and I'm just on my way to town to do some things, and I just thought I'd share with you something that just occurred to me. I live in probably one of the most beautiful places in the world. I live in Southeast Alaska, and we have an interesting climate here. We get 160 inches of rain a year, so it rains probably 70% of the time here. And most of Southeast Alaska is not connected to any road system. You have to get here by boat or by plane. But we have all kinds of wildlife, and I just happened to see some bald eagles just a few minutes ago. We have tens of thousands of bald eagles in Southeast Alaska. Lots and lots of them. And they're a pretty big bird. And every year in the springtime, they start bringing sticks and stuff to build up their nests in the top of trees. And there's a big, tall spruce tree near our house where we live. And in that spruce tree, when we moved there, there was a huge eagle's nest in it. It was way up in the tree, but I estimate that the nest was probably 8 feet across, and it probably weighed several hundred pounds. Because over the years, the eagles, every spring, they bring more and more stuff to the nest, and they add to it, and they put little feathers down in it, and they stick those sticks together. And eagles can live maybe up to 40 years, and so during that time they keep adding to it. And sometimes you'll have multiple generations of eagles that'll nest in the same nest. Well, they start out with just a little nest, just big enough for them to fit in. And as they build it up, the nest gets bigger and bigger and heavier until it's a pretty enormous thing up in the tree. And a few years ago, we had a big windstorm with winds up to 100 miles an hour, and did two things. It broke the top off the tree. There was a portion up at the top that was exposed to the wind, and it broke off maybe about 20 feet at the top of the tree. And the nest that was in the tree literally got blown to pieces. Our house was being pummeled with sticks all night long as the wind blew, and blew bits of that eagle's nest out of the tree. And got up in the morning, and the nest was completely gone. And we were kind of afraid that the eagles wouldn't come back and they wouldn't rebuild their nest. But sure enough, they started bringing sticks and twigs and other little things to stick in their nest, and they rebuilt the nest. And they laid some eggs in it, had a couple of baby eagles, and this spring again had another big windstorm, and it blew that nest out of the tree. But the eagles came back and they rebuilt their nest. And the reason I'm telling you this is that as you build your business, you start out with one stick at a time, and you put it in the nest just so, until it stays there and is functioning like it should. Then you go get some more sticks and you stick those in the nest until you have a nest that will be suitable for you to lay the egg and hatch something wonderful in your business. But sometimes in our businesses, we have big windstorms that come. Maybe the company that you're working for goes under, and you lose everything. The nest gets blown out of the tree. But once you've done it one time, you can go get sticks again and you can start rebuilding that nest. And no matter how many times the wind comes and blows your nest out of the tree, you know the way to put the nest back together. And so you just do it, and you can always have a place to lay your egg and get your business going again. So no matter how discouraged you might get with having the storms of marketing blow against your nest, maybe sometimes, like a few years back, we had the Google did some weird things, changed in the way that they did their advertising, and a lot of people lost their businesses. The smart people went and found some new sticks to put in their nest, and they're still in business. And Facebook continually changes the way it does things, so you might have your ads not get shown to as many people as you think you should, but there's ways that you can work Facebook and still have your advertising shown on Facebook. So no matter what kind of winds blow against your business, be sure that the skills that you learn are always going to be valuable, and that's something that you can always use. So you never ever will lose money on materials that you purchase to learn how to market better. You should always be learning and always be increasing your skills so you can build a better nest, and one that'll weather the storm, so to speak. So I hope you found some value in this, and have a great day. Get out there and get some marketing done. This is Anita Hales.